All right, guys, bear with me on this one. This is a list of 15 items that I actually own and use on a regular basis. And I want to share them with you because these are excellent gift ideas for fellow watch buddies, or maybe you just want to give this video to your spouse or something and be like, hey, listen, pretty much just get anything on this list right here. I'll have links down below in the description. Full disclosure, most of the links are Amazon affiliate links for my affiliate with them. If it's a product that you can't get on Amazon, then I will give you a link to where you can get it. And don't just because I give you the link, definitely shop around. Sometimes these things are cheaper on eBay, but with Amazon Prime, you're pretty much going to be guaranteed for shipping and returns and all that good stuff. So it is kind of nice to have that as well. So let's just get right into it. I think one of the things that is overlooked, and I've spent a lot of time trying to find something at least comparable, maybe not even nicer, but is a watch box. There are a ton of watch boxes out there, a ton of options. And from what I have noticed, a lot of them are not really worth buying. This was a gift from my wife and kids probably about 4 years ago, and it has held up really good. Everything still lines up really good. It's really nice, deep, dark wood color. It has some hidden magnets somewhere in there. And they're strong enough to keep it closed, but they're not going to mess with your watch. I've never had a watch magnetized with it. So, even if you don't purchase this one, what you want to look for is this style of hinge setup. The big hinge or just the fabric holding it, don't buy those. I'm not a fan of those. I don't think I like them at all. So this is all really nice felt lined. There's enough space where you can fit bigger watches on the cushions. So I know I've never done a video review on this watch case, but and the lid stops right there. So a lot of those other ones, the lid just flops over, or it's just got a piece of fabric holding it together. So this one is called the, well, I forget what brand it is, Tech Swiss or something maybe, but I'll put a link in the description. Like I said, I think it's around $60-ish. So definitely, you do have to kind of be careful closing it, and then there's no handle or anything, which I actually like, where there's no external hardware and it's easy to lift up. So that's my watch case. That's my favorite one that I've actually owned, and I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, so next up are going to be these travel pods, and I know, again, I have not done a video on these, and there are a ton of different brands, but WatchPod seems to be doing a pretty good job with them. Nice zipper, opens up. They come with a little microfiber, and then depending on what size watch you have, you can remove or keep this foam in there depending on what size watch you have that is going to go in there. So there's a single case and a double case and all that good stuff, and you can see it's a little bit taller over on this side, so it'll hold it in there nice. So, and they don't move around inside there, so it's nice to travel with, nice for shipping or whatever you're going to do with them. So it's definitely something that you're going to probably want to own, at least the single one, maybe the double one, something like that if you're going to do some traveling. So I'll do a full video on these at some point, but I just wanted to share them with you. I think these guys are like $13, and I think these guys are like just under 20, but I'll have links for all this in the description. All right, next up, that's the travel pads. So now this is a critical tool that I think all watch lovers are going to recognize instantly. This is the Bergion. This is the 7767. There's the 6767. This one I think has a little bit better traction on it, so I would at least recommend the 77. I think it's maybe $1 more. It uses the same tips. If you don't have a 6767 or a 7767, this is a must buy. They're really not that much more money than the really cheap junky spring bars, and it's a world of difference when you're sizing your watches with it. So this is an excellent -- gift. Whether you're buying it for yourself or if somebody's looking to purchase a gift for you, this is the thing to get them if they don't have it. They're around $20. And like I said, I'll put the link to the 7767 in there because I just think it's a little bit better, and it's still super affordable. Okay. Let's see, screwdrivers. Now, screwdrivers can be a little tricky. You can spend a lot of money and get the name brand, or what I'm going to actually recommend to you is to probably just purchase a decent affordable one. So I just picked this one up. This is a Moody, and it is the 0.144, which seems to be a pretty good universal. Occasionally you're going to run into ones that you're going to need a little bit smaller bit, but these are made in the USA. I haven't done a full-on use of this, but it seems to be of good quality and pretty cheap. I think they're around $4, just under $4. And it's small enough where you're going to be able to have control, got a good knurling, and then the top spins so you can, you know, control it however you want. So there's that one. There are some plastic options. I did pick this one up, a Bohar, I think, but I haven't used either of these yet. So I'll put a link in the description down below for those. This is like twice the price, so I think this is probably going to be the best value. It had really good reports on Amazon. I've used the so I'm going to do a full-on video of that stuff later, but I've already broken a couple of these. And that's part of the nature of the beast when you're dealing with small, straight bit screwdrivers. All right, so we've done some really good affordable stuff. Let's take it up a notch real quick. The time grapher. Now this is something, there's some entry-level ones. This one's a little bit step above. I think this is, I don't know if that's the number you look up, but like I said, I'll put a link in the description down below. For this particular model on Amazon, I think you're going to pay around $200. But if you're an automatic watch lover and you know someone's looking to spend a little extra on a gift for you that you probably wouldn't normally buy, this is a really fun tool to have for sure. So definitely look into that. All right, let's calm it back down now that we threw a $200 one out there. And again, this is another item that I don't think a lot of people are going to buy, but the Bergeon work mat. It has an anti-skid surface on the bottom, and then you can get, there's 3 different colors. I like the green because it's classic for the brand, but it gives you a really nice work mat and non-scratching material for sizing or playing with watches and doing whatever. And you know, you can roll it up and put it out of the way if you don't have a designated workspace. Now, again, like I said, most watch guys are probably not going to buy this, but they would love to have it as a gift, and they will use it, I guarantee it. So they range in price depending where you find it or what color, anywhere from $35 to $45. I'll put a link in the description. I personally bought this one on eBay, but I'm going to give you an Amazon link just because it's easier for most people. Okay, next up, again, this is a fun tool to have, just a bit of information. It's the carbon or plastic type gauge here to measure things, okay? So if you want to know like your lug width, your lug to lug, all that stuff, this is probably something that the watch lover would like to have, but doesn't make it a priority to buy because they're buying watches, and this is not helpful with getting a watch, but it's a nice tool to have. So I'll put a link to this one down in the description. They're only like $8. I guarantee you, you'll end up using it occasionally if you're just trying to figure out what width the strap is or what your lug width is or any information like that. It's just a really nice tool to have. So we'll set that off to the side here. All right, let's see here. Okay, now this one's a little weird, I know, but when sizing watches and working on them, I find it's easiest to just throw on a pair of reader glasses, and I use the +3. Little tricky to find at most of your drugstores. They usually don't go to that high of a power, but you can find them at your drugstore. You're going to probably pay around $10 or $20. You can get these on Amazon. I think a 3-pack is like $20 or something like that. So I'll put a link down in the description. And it's not just for old eyes, even the younger guys. It's just, you're going to be less likely to scratch your watch or make a damage to your watch if you can actually really see what you're doing with your screwdriver or your spring bar tool. These will help you avoid some nasty scratches on your watch on the back. So, all right, here's a bit of a controversial topic: spring bars. Okay, now I fell victim to it as well, and I don't want you to do it. These spring bars that you buy on Amazon, these are junk. Okay, don't buy these. I've used them and they've helped out in a pinch, but these are absolute junk. Do not buy these, okay? They're cheap and it's tempting, but just don't. You're gonna spend more money, but I'm gonna put a link in the description to like Uncle Seiko and maybe Toxic NATO. I know there's other brands out there or other companies out there that sell them. but you want good quality spring bars. You know, it's the only thing that's keeping your strap on your watch, which is keeping it on your wrist instead of flying off your wrist and landing on the ground and damaging it, okay? So don't cheap out on spring bars. Spend the extra money, get good ones, buy them from a reputable source. All right, next up, let's throw a watch actually in the picture, okay? Now, not this one, because I don't have the one I'm going to recommend. The DW5600E, which is the quintessential square G-Shock, and right now they're on sale for less than $40 with a coupon on Amazon. I'll put a link down below, but essentially it's this watch, but with a positive display. So I have this one. I figured I'd throw it out there just for a visual reference, but no watch lover is going to be mad or disappointed if you throw them a GShock Square. They're going to be happy with that. All right, next up, these desk clocks. I get asked all the time where to buy these. Well, here's where you buy them. Click the link down below and order the darn thing. There's this one which has a clean sweep on it. Let's just pop it out here. I think I've done videos on these, maybe not. So this has an alarm. It actually has loom on it and everything. It's operated from a single AA battery, which has lasted extremely long time. I don't think I've replaced it yet. This was a gift from my buddy Bruce. And these things are pretty cheap. I think they're around $20 on Amazon. So, and it's super cool because it sweeps and it has loom. Okay, now there's that one, but then there's this guy here. Now you can find that on Amazon. I'll put a link down below, but it's not a Prime, and I think it's around $45. You can find them on eBay as well, but they're probably going to be about the same price. And you can see it's got like a little leg system there that you have to attach, and it's just a really cool, fun digital Seiko clock. So if you're looking for a really cool desk clock for somebody, I think you're going to do really good with that. All right, next up, again, just kind of a fun piece, the Haviston coasters, whether you're going to use them as an actual coaster, you know, set your coffee or drink or whatever you're doing on. I think that's super fun. It's super cool. Or if somebody has a little bit of a space or a little display of watches, this is just super cool to have. It's really well done coaster. It's really cool laid out, and it comes in some fun packaging. These are pretty cheap. They're under $20. I don't know if it's a set of 3 or if it's a single or what, but I think it's like around $17. I'll put a link in the description. All right, we're getting close to the end of the 15. I know this video is going long, but again, this is something that you have to be careful with, but they work really good, is the Cape Cod metal polishing cloths. You can buy them in individual packs, but I prefer just to get a tin of them because they will last a very long time. They come with some other cloths and stuff in there to fine polish, but you can over polish your watch. You have to be careful. Maybe follow the directions or watch a couple of videos, because I've played around with them a little bit, and you can polish some things that maybe you didn't want to polish, or you can, you know, straight polish things if you want, spend a little time on them. But it'll clean up little micro scratches like on your polished watch. This is a really good tool to have in your kit. And for a tin like this, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's around $20. So definitely something really gift idea or something like that. Okay, and then the last thing on here, I did find a link on Amazon, and I can't find mine, but there's this book called the GShock Bible. And most GShock fans are going to love this book. You can get them on eBay. You can get them on, I think, Amazon. I'll put a link down below. But it goes through and it's basically a catalog, and it shows you all of the G-Shocks up to that date of that publication. And it's just really fun to look at. You know, it's one thing to just search around on the web, but occasionally it's nice just to have an actual physical magazine that you can just sit down and geek out over. I think I've done a video of them in the past, but I can't find mine. I have one, but it's super cool, and definitely something to maybe gift if somebody's a big G-Shock fan. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I know I went crazy long on this, but I wanted to cover, these are things that I actually own and use, and I think you would enjoy. So you can give this video link to a loved one if they're looking for gift ideas, or maybe you just want to spoil yourself. Go nuts, and I'll see you guys on the next vid.